before she changed her name to Sojourner Truth. A black mother fought white power in New York and she won the freedom of her son. Her name at the time was Isabella Baumfree. She was born around 1797 in Ulster County, New York, not the Deep South, but the Hudson Valley, one of the wealthiest regions in early America. Her first language isn't even English, it's Dutch, because slavery in New York predates the United States itself. Isabella doesn't pick cotton. She's a cog in the production of wheat, flour, and timber. Her labor shipped down the Hudson River to New York City. And there, merchants, insurers, and banks convert this labor into capital, feeding Wall Street. Her enslaver is a man named John Dumont, a Hudson Valley farmer operating inside New York's system of slavery. In 1799, New York passes what it later celebrates as emancipation, but it's a law of gradual emancipation, designed to protect enslavers, not families. It freed no adults already enslaved, and it bound children to forced labor into their mid-20s. It allows decades more wealth extraction. Still, the law imposes limits. One's explicit: children bound under gradual emancipation cannot be sold outside of New York State. Dumont promises Isabella he's going to free her early, but he breaks his word. So in 1826, Isabella escapes, carrying her infant daughter Sophia in her arms, but she leaves her son, Peter, 5 years old, behind. In retaliation, Dumont crosses the line New York preferred not to enforce. He illegally sells Peter across state lines, sending him south to Alabama as a 5-year-old. This was supposed to be the end of the story, but Isabella fights. She fights for her child. She goes to a New York court as a formerly enslaved black woman and files suit to get her son back. The stakes, they're not symbolic. If she loses, the court would be affirming that northern enslavers could violate emancipation laws whenever it suited them. If she wins, New York's going to be forced to do something it's resisted for decades: to enforce its own slavery laws against a white enslaver. After months of litigation, Isabella wins, and the court orders Peter returned to New York. This was not a moral awakening, it was a legal rupture. A New York court subordinated a white man's property claim to a black woman's family claim. Isabella Baumfree's victory doesn't end slavery, it doesn't spark a mass abolitionist uprising. What it does is more precise. It exposes northern slavery for what it is: not a moral accident, but a legal system held together by non-enforcement. Second, it proved that even weak emancipation laws could be weaponized, that courts could be used to be forced to act when enslavers violate the rules to protect them. Third, it cracks open something the law tried to seal shut: the idea that a black woman could be a legal actor, with standing, credibility, and enforceable family rights against a white man's property claim. And finally, it shapes Isabella herself. She doesn't learn justice from theory, she learns where the system fractures and how to push. A few years later, Isabella Baumfree gives herself a new name: Sojourner Truth.